So I'm here in France. I'm in a little town or village called Champ Du Boult, and behind me is my mum's lovely house, and I'm just going to go off for a walk today. I'm wearing Sylvain Delacourte's Vanori, plus I'm also testing out an Alien flanker. It's a limited edition release called Alien Liqueur de Parfum. I think it came out in 2012 and has a note of rum in it, so I'm testing that out on my left hand. I'm just going to head out for a walk, try and burn off some calories. And I've just found this lovely donkey. Hello. Hey. Oh, he's lovely. Oh, you can't eat me. He's trying to eat me. Oh, you're lovely, aren't you? What you got? He's a fine specimen of a donkey. I found these little mini horses. Aren't they lovely? As you can see, it's pretty overcast. It did just rain on me, but it stopped raining for now. I'm lost. I don't actually know how to get home. I'm going to try and retrace my steps, but I just thought I'd stop and admire these gorgeous little horses. I found a bull. I don't know if you can see him. There he is. He's staring. Very aggressive. There's just this thin wire between me and him. So I'm going to make my move now. Hi, so I've decided that I'm going to turn this video into a review. And it's the perfume I was wearing in the video clip just now, which is Alien, and it's called Liqueur de Parfum. So it's the flanker, or a flanker, a limited edition of Alien, Liqueur de Parfum. I haven't looked up the notes recently, but I know that one notable note is rum, and I will find the notes for you, pop them on the screen of course, but I thought I would just tell you how the fragrance smells to me and whether I like it or not, what do I think about it, etc, etc. So I've basically been experimenting with the fragrance since the samples arrived a few days ago, and I really like it. Let's not waste any time in telling you that. Oh, where am I, by the way? I don't even actually know, but we've got a lovely stream. I'm in France. I'm in an area called Champ Du Boult, and I've been out on a walk, and I just thought this is a nice place to stop with the stream in the background to just give you some thoughts on this fragrance. So I resprayed just here just now, so I can talk about the opening notes for you first of all. So the opening smell here is very, very alien-like. I don't really know how to say it's any different. I don't have the original with me to compare, but it does open up very much like Alien, but it does change quite quickly, which is good. Actually, the fragrance changes a lot as you wear it, so that is a thing in fragrances that I love. I like them to change on my skin. It keeps me interested. So it starts off smelling quite alien-like, maybe subtle and more wearable. I can wear this fragrance happily from start to finish, and I can't really wear Alien because it wears me. It's so strong and dominating with that crazy weird jasmine accord that I just really struggle to wear it. I enjoy it when I smell it on other people, but it does really dominate whoever wears it, and that's not something that I want in a fragrance. So Alien Liqueur de Parfum does not dominate me. It kind of sits very well on my skin, but it doesn't take over my area, my personal space, so that I can't smell anything else. And I feel that it's just a more polite and a much more wearable fragrance than the original Alien. So on my wrist now I have the dry down. We are about 2.5 hours into the wearing here. So what I noticed earlier before we got to this stage is it dried down to a kind of a tonkery amber like fragrance. It's kind of like, imagine a cashmere blanket, just something that's rich, warm and soothing. It's kind of like that, a liquid, almost like a caramelized amber, really beautiful, vanillic, warm fragrance. I really enjoy the first couple of hours. Once you get past the initial sort of 20 minutes or so where it smells more like Alien, the original Alien-ness just slowly fades. Whilst it's always there, it becomes almost 10 to 15% Alien, and everything else is more prominent, more noticeable. Now what happens is, about 3 hours or so in where we're at now, something strange happens, because it starts to remind me on my wrist, and I say on my wrist because I'm not getting it as it's wafting up around me, and I have to say it projects really well. It's been wafting up around me for the first 3 hours without any problems at all. And as it's wafting up around me, it still smells kind of caramelly, ambery, with a little hint of Alien. But on my wrist, when I smell it right up close, it's got this slightly annoying accord, and it reminds me of a fragrance called Amarige. I think that's Givenchy. Sorry about the wind. It reminds me of a fragrance called Amarige. Now, back when I first started working in the 90s, there was a lady that came to work, and she used to, she looked a bit 80s. She had blue eyeshadow on every single day, lots of mascara, and big blonde permed hair, like big curls. And she wore Amarige, and she wore it to death. And unfortunately, I hated it so much. It made me feel a bit sick, and not exactly sick, but it really pissed off my nostrils, if that makes any sense. A bit like Alien can do sometimes. And this Amarige, it's really difficult for me to describe how it smells, but it's similar to what this is. Smell kind of overtly sweet and synthetic, and also a little bit like Avon Far Away, if anyone knows that, if that maybe helps. A little bit like that as well. Something really annoying about it, and it was super strong. And I actually asked her what her fragrance was, pretending that I liked it. I just said, oh, what fragrance is it you wear, or what perfume do you wear? And she told me it was Amarige, and I made a mental note to myself never ever to buy it or to smell it. And it stuck with me. I really hated that fragrance, and she was a nice lady. But anyhow, it kind of smells up close on my wrist. It reminds me a little bit of Amarige, but it only does that for around about maybe half an hour, and it's only up close on my wrist. I'm not getting it, the Amarige-esque-ness of it, as I'm walking around. It is purely if I go right in and smell it like that. But it also does smell a bit more alien-y at the same time. So it's Amarige crossed with Alien. But that, I believe, doesn't last too long. So what I'm going to do is walk somewhere else and give you a little bit more of an update. So here's my final installation of Alien Liqueur de Parfum. So it's another day. I made some notes about how the fragrance was yesterday, in my head anyway. So after I spoke to you about the weird Amarige-ness of it, that did gently fade away and was taken over by more alienness and also more vanilla-y softness, and eventually it just faded to a lovely soft vanilla amber thing that got showered off. So it definitely lasts really well. I would say that you would expect to get 8 to 12 hours from it, depending on your skin type. So that's Alien Liqueur de Parfum. I'm wearing it again today. I actually really like it. I'm not sure I need to buy it. I've got a few of these samples. If I get through them all, then maybe I'll consider it. But actually I found another Alien flanker that I like even more, and that's called Alien Essence Absolute, and I'm looking to buy that. I smelt that in a shop the other day here in France, and I didn't immediately love it, but it actually dried down to the most gorgeous vanilla fragrance, and I do love a vanilla fragrance, so that is on my to buy list. But I am a big fan of Alien Liqueur de Parfum. We've got ducks running around in front. I don't know if you can, oh, they're just running off now. And we've got the sheeps in the background, and then we've got some chickens here. So I'm gonna miss this rural living, although the weather's not great today. I'm off home in 5 minutes, so off to the airport, back home to hopefully sunny England.